Hi Pisces, welcome to February and happy Valentine's Day. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I do your reading, I want to call in some good energy and create some sacred space around this reading. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. And thank you for those who've left comments. I really enjoy reading them. And for those who've ordered readings, thank you for your support. I've enjoyed meeting all of you and working with you. And for anyone new, welcome, and I hope you enjoy these readings. So let's see what's coming up for February for Pisces. We have a new moon in Aquarius on the 4th, and a full moon in Virgo, which is happening in your 7th house on the 19th, so it's going to affect your relationships. So let's see what's coming up for love for Pisces. What is happening for Pisces in love for February 2019? What does Pisces need to know about love and relationships in February of 2019? What does Pisces need to know about love and relationships? The Eight of Wands, the Magician, the Strength card, the Nine of Swords, the King of Wands, the Three of Swords, Page of Wands, the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. So you start out the month with the Eight of Wands crossed by the Magician. The Eight of Wands is the arrows of love. It's a journey by air. It's things happening quickly, opportunity. I feel like there's going to be some unexpected opportunities happening in February, or things happening. You may have several options. This could be messages of love. You can receive news or messages. If you're waiting for someone to contact you, the message is coming. The Magician crosses this. So the Magician is the ultimate communicator. So it means that communication is going to be important in February. That it's very important that you also, you can manifest something. The Magician, if you look at this card, he's channeling divine energy to manifest what he wants to create in this realm. And he has all the tools for success. He just needs to believe and to visualize. You know, you have to formulate your idea. Everything that's created starts out as an idea. And so the spoken word is going to be important for Pisces in February. Getting your message out, communicating with others, telling people how you feel even. You might meet someone that sparks that that excites you, or you might fall in love. You know, if you're not in a relationship, you might find yourself falling in love suddenly with someone. In the past, you have the Strength and the Nine of Swords. So with the Strength card, you might have been working on self-control, working on controlling your emotions, your moods. You might have been feeling, dealing with issues around anger. Or you're dealing with someone who has anger issues. Someone who needs counseling. Someone who might need some type of counseling to help them control they have intense emotions. And the card is warning not to go to extremes. With the Nine of Swords, there could be someone in your life that you're worried about. The Nine is a card of worry, sitting up at night worrying. A lot of times the worries of the Nine of Swords are all in the mind, and they may not ever happen, but still you're sitting up and you're thinking about potentials, possibilities. There could be someone who is, you might be worried about someone's health. But this is an influence that's passing. Sometimes the Nine of Swords also is a sense of guilt or remorse, like you're feeling guilty about something, or you're feeling that you're dealing with someone who can be cruel at times. But this energy is passing. So then you have the King of Wands coming up here in the future. Now the King of Wands could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. He's someone who, he's surrounded by swords, so he may not portray the positive aspects of the king. In the positive sense, the King of Wands is a very good leader, a very good mentor, someone who has a presence when they walk into the room, someone who is very outspoken and honest. When it's when he's surrounded by swords, he could be kind of a bully. He could be a little bit bossy and a little bit domineering. And so you could be dealing with someone like that. It's possible that someone from the past might come back into your life. Or you're thinking about this person. Because this person's facing the past. So I feel like he's thinking of the past and he's remembering the past. And there's the Three of Swords is in the near future. So there could be someone who either you might have had a falling out with this person. Maybe there were harsh words spoken, or there's guilt involved. You might feel guilty about this relationship in some way. Or this person, he might feel guilty about some of the things that have happened in the past. And I feel like with the Three of Swords, there's heartache connected to this person. So you're both suffering, and it's like I feel like this person is sorry. And he wants to make things right. And he wants to apologize, or he wants to make amends because he's tormented with guilt. So there could be, you could be hearing from someone that you haven't, that you broke up with, or you haven't heard from, some of you. Because here you have the message. Here's the page which represents the message. But it's in your negative thinking sector, so you're not expecting this communication. So I'm getting the feeling that someone is going to try and reach out to you and communicate with you. Someone maybe that you haven't spoken to in a while. And this person is very good with words. They can almost weave a magic tale, with words. So they're probably going to try to have some type of reconciliation. Try to make up for the heartache. Whether or not you accept this person or not, I don't know, because the Three of Swords is here. And that usually represents a cutting away of what's no longer working. Sometimes it could represent minor surgery, but usually it's connected with heartache. And you have the Queen of Pentacles here. So I feel like, you're looking for security. You're wanting someone who's stable and dependable. You're wanting someone who you can count on. And I'm not sure if this person has been that way in the past. Maybe this person was very volatile, had a lot of issues, maybe some health issues even. And I feel like you're facing, you're not looking at each other. You're looking to the future. You're wanting something new, something different. This person's looking to the past and wanting to recreate the past or reconnect with the past or make up for something that they did in the past. But I don't know if you're going to, you may not want to accept it. In your environment, you have the Emperor. So there could be another person in your life that's very much more stable. This person could be a Capricorn, Aries, or even a Scorpio. This Emperor is someone who is extremely organized, could be an entrepreneur or a boss of a company. This is the Executive card. So you could be involved with someone who is very stable, very dependable, maybe a little stuffy at times or controlling, but they're there for you. So if this other person wants to come back into your life, you may not be seeing eye to eye with them, because the Nine of Wands is here. A lot of times the Nine of Wands comes up when you thought you were done with something and the situation was settled, and then the person comes, you know, the problem comes back to be resolved. So you might have to tie up some loose ends in February, finish up some old karma. With the Emperor card, you might be connecting with someone that has not always been held up their end of the bargain. They may have made a lot of promises and they didn't deliver. And you want the Emperor. You're looking for a relationship with this Emperor. Someone that is, you know, responsible, is solid, has a good job, a good future, willing to build something stable with you, a serious relationship. This could also feel like a father figure, an older person. But you're wanting someone that's established, that's together, that's mature, that's disciplined. You're not wanting someone that's unstable. So you may have to make some type of decision. I feel that you may have to like cut ties with you might be cutting ties with someone with a relationship that's just not working, because you're wanting something else, because you're wanting something more stable. And you may have already met this Emperor. You might already be connected with the Emperor, and you're looking to the future. You want to build a future with this Emperor. So there could be some, you know, new feelings of love that are coming in, that are giving you hope that you can create the type of relationship that you want to have. But you're still going to have to but you may have to tie up some loose ends with a past relationship. With someone who can be difficult. You may have to have a difficult conversation and, you know, have some type of closure. Because I'm not seeing, you know, these two people are not seeing eye to eye. You're either arguing over, you know, you have different views, you want different things from life, and you're looking to the future. You're wanting something better, something more stable, something that's going to give you security, maybe in your old age, you know. But you might be taken by surprise by this person who's wanting to reach out to you. And then you have to decide, do I want to reach out? Do I want to accept this connection? Do I want to reestablish this connection? Do I want to accept this apology? Do I want to heal, you know, have some type of closure? So let's see what the astrology has to say. So the new moon in Aquarius is falling in your 12th house, and it's supported by Jupiter in your 10th house. Jupiter in the 10th can bring, you know, career success and abundance, recognition. You're feeling really optimistic about your life direction. You could be teaching or learning or embarking on something that's helping, that you're dealing with other cultures. The new moon in the 12th, though, I have a feeling like it could be, the 12th house is a house of karma. And it's the house of clearing. It's the clearing house, you know. It's the house of hidden things from the unconscious, past unconscious beliefs, unconscious behavior. So with the new moon, it's also the house of hidden enemies, or, you know, hospitals, prisons, areas of confinement, karma. This new moon has Mercury connected with it. The new moon, the sun and the moon are conjunct Mercury. So I feel that you have an opportunity to talk, I mean, to have, if you're going through counseling, this would be a good time to go to counseling and have an opportunity to release some things from the past. Release, to talk about things that you go always swept under the rug, and bring things to the surface so that you can release them. You have an opportunity to have a new beginning. It could be a healing time where you release your baggage, where you deal with the stuff that has been holding you back, our psychological blocks. It could also mean like a type of closure where you tie up loose ends, finish up old karma, and release it so that you're preparing yourself for a new beginning. Because in the next month, you're going to have the new moon in Pisces in your first house. So this month is more of a month of clearing out. Finishing up, old obligations, old ties, having closure, and clearing out whatever's not working. So that when the new moon comes in March, you can have a new beginning without all this baggage from the past. And I think that's part of what you're wanting to do, because you are facing in the future. Saturn's in your 11th house. Neptune's in your first house. You have Uranus in the second house. So Saturn is helping you to achieve a goal in the 11th house. Saturn is having you look realistically at all your friends and the groups that you belong to, and seeing what's real about them. So you might be making some changes to the people that you spend a lot of time with. Your friendships might be changing. You're wanting more of a serious relationship, serious friendships, committed friendships. You don't want to be with, fly-by-night people or frenemies. You want to have people around you that are solid. So you're really giving a serious look to the people that are in your environment, and who do I keep as a friend and who do I let go of. Neptune in the first, you may be feeling very spiritual and very intuitive, and you're trying on different personas when Neptune's in your first house. So you may be confusing to some people because they don't know where you're coming from. But you're searching for your purpose. You're searching for your spiritual path. And you're just trying to figure out, who do I want to be? How do I want to be seen? And right now you're probably seen as someone who's very compassionate, very caring, who wants to heal the world. You have Uranus in the second house. That can bring fluctuations in your financial situation. So if you're working for yourself, money comes in, and it's like sporadic, feast or famine. But it's a lot of times when when Uranus goes through the second house, people wind up starting their own business and wanting to work. They want more freedom in the way that they earn money. You also have Venus in the 11th house with Saturn. So you're looking at love relationships too with a critical eye, with a serious eye. Venus in Capricorn is not very warm and fuzzy. But one thing it does do, it shows you the reality of your relationships. And for good or for bad. I mean, for those people that are, you're going to see who's my true partner, who is my true friend. And those are the people you're going to hold on to. Saturn represents longevity and stability. But if you're seeing the truth about people and they don't match up, like you're not liking what you see, you might let some people go. Venus is also trine Uranus, so there could be a friendship turns to love. You might be friends with someone and you find it turning into a love relationship. Or you might find love through your friends and through the groups that you belong to. So get out and circulate. And don't be like a hermit, Go out and go to different functions, because love could be waiting for you there. The full moon is happening in your relationship sector, 7th, first house. So something is coming to completion by the end of the month. You could be finalizing a relationship where you decide to commit and make it more permanent, or you might decide to end it completely. It's one way or another. But usually with the full moon, the truth comes out. So you're going to see the truth in your relationships. Mars is in your third house. So you want to be careful with communication, because Mars is going to conjunct Uranus in the third house. And you might blurt out stuff that you might just watch what you say and how you say it, because you might just be speaking without thinking, and then all of a sudden you're going, well, maybe I shouldn't have said that, Also, the third house is one of your travel houses, so be careful driving. Don't rush around. Take your time. You don't want to get into any accidents. Just don't do anything hasty. Don't sign any hasty contracts. Look at the details. Be careful before you think, before you speak. That's the key with Mars and Uranus in the third house, because there's a restless energy with Mars and Uranus when they come together. And so there's a lot of impatience and a lot of, you want to take action without thinking, without carefully considering all the angles. So you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, whatever you're saying, whatever you're signing on the dotted line, that you've taken enough time to consider everything, and you're reading the fine print, and you're realizing what you're getting into before you take action. But you have Venus, Saturn, and Pluto going through your 11th house by the end of the month. I mean, Saturn and Pluto have been there, but now Venus is joining the group. So that calls for like intense, your relationships with your friendships, with friends, are going to be intense. And with the groups that you belong to, there could be some power struggles in some of the groups that you belong to. You could be meeting powerful people, in people, movers and shakers. And with Venus there, you're going to be charming. I mean, you're going to charm these people. You're going to be having good relationships with these people. But Pluto is also the planet of transformation. So some of these people can really help to transform your life. Some of the relationships that you're forming now at this time are going to have a very, very deep influence on your life, very transformative influence on your life. Yeah. So you may find sometimes when Venus connects with Saturn, especially in Capricorn, you may feel a little bit disconnected from your friends. Maybe because you're seeing the reality. So some people, when you see the truth about people, you may just pull back thinking, wow, I thought you were my friend and now I'm seeing the truth, So there's Saturn brings you the harsh reality. If you've been living in a la-la land and fantasizing about someone, thinking everything's wonderful about this person, then you see the truth about them. You're like, wow, I never would have thought that about this person. So it's not a warm and fuzzy time, but for the relationships that are really good and valuable in your life, you'll see the truth about that too. And so you'll know where to focus your energy. You'll know, okay, these are the people I'm going to devote my time to, because I know they're my good friends. They've been there. They're showing their true colors, one way, for better or for worse. And the ones that are not there, when you see the truth about them, you might just cut them out, because this is a cutting. I see a cutting away of whatever's no longer serving you. Whatever is not beneficial in your life is going to be left by the wayside, so that you can focus on the future and forming more meaningful partnerships, more stable partnerships. So that's what's happening for you in February. Something, you're going to have, the truth will come out by the end of the month in your partnerships, and then you can take action from there. But it's good, because right now, Saturn and Neptune are sextile, and the new moon is falling right in the middle of all that. So it's a really good time to initiate something. If you've been dealing with any kind of psychological issues, now's the great time to face that and clear it out and have a new beginning. Wipe your, clean out your subconscious, clean out the garage, clean out the basement. Just get rid of all the baggage this month, so that you can have like a fresh start. And including with relationships as well. Clean out the relationships that are not working. tie up those loose ends. Cut the cords. That's what I meant to say. And don't give up on your dream. The Nine of Wands also represents, you know, working toward a goal. And nothing is an overnight success. No matter what it is, it takes time to work on it. And it's only in time that you see, you achieve your dream. It takes time. And the people who are successful are the people who don't give up. So if there's a goal or a relationship that you really want to work on and you want to see come to fruition, you're really getting close with the Nine of Wands. So, and the Eight of Wands, you're going to get some good news in February. That's going to give you hope. But really, it's all up to you and your thoughts. The Magician, the message of the Magician is your thoughts create your reality. So you want to keep your thoughts on a higher level. Don't succumb to negative thinking or self-sabotage. Don't let the gremlins win. Visualize, success, love, say I can do it. Whatever I'm trying to achieve, I have the power to do it. And it's not only just thinking, you have to take action. But if you visualize a positive outcome, there's a greater chance for success in February. So focus on the future, focus on the life you want to create, the love you want to have, and you can achieve it. And, if something is draining your energy, if someone's not giving you what you need, it's time to cut that cord and cut that out and have some closure so that you can focus on what's important. Focus on the people who really do care for you. So that's my forecast. And if you need counseling to do this, you might need some counseling. There's nothing wrong with talking to someone and getting advice and having help to get through something. You can do it. So don't worry about it. Let someone help you. Get that, even just talking about things helps. Even if you don't want to, just talking about the things that bother you or talking about the things that you're struggling with. Even if you don't want someone's advice, if you just want to vent, that will be healing also. So focus on the positive. Go after what you want. Don't give up on your dream. And February will be a good month for you. At least you'll have some type of closure. You'll know by the end of the month, you'll know what path you need to be on. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading, Pisces. And I hope you have a wonderful February. Happy Thanksgiving. That's the second time I said that. Happy Valentine's Day. And I'll talk to you again next month. If you want to have a personal reading with me, just click on the link in the description box and we can get you on the schedule. It'll take you to my website. So have a wonderful Valentine's. Have a wonderful month filled with love and abundance. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.